Hold up.
Yeah.
Swirl.
Hey guys, what is up? Kieran here, welcome back to another video. Today we're playing some NBA 2K14. It's weird because it's not obviously 2017. The game's not 2017. It's 2K14, but that's okay. We're just gonna play it anyway. We haven't played this in a while. We're gonna do Spurs versus Bulls. I'm obviously gonna be the Bulls because go Bulls. And let's get going right now. Just gotta start right away, and we're gonna just get this game going. I'm gonna keep it off, and I'm gonna turn all the music off so there's no copyright and stuff. If you're a YouTuber, you know what I mean. Options, game setting, gameplay. Presentation. I think it is.
Our starting lineups for both teams. First for San Antonio.
Okay, so I'm not going to be talking much, but here we go.
And in the middle, out of Brazil, taken with the 28th pick back in 2008, the 6'11" pivot man, Thiago Splitter. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Duncan in at the 4. And for the Bulls, D. Rose and Jimmy Butler at the back. And down low, the two-time NCAA champion at Florida, the 6'11" tornado of energy and effort. It's the big man, Joakim Noah. Then it's Dang, and it's Boozer in at the 4 slot.
Well, the Bulls battled in last year's postseason. Got a Game 7 win in Brooklyn to sneak out of round 1 in what was one of the more interesting series of the first round, but then fell to the Heat in round 2. That Fox, he presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
On defense, Chicago. I'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Doris?
I asked him about how his team was going to handle the veterans of the Spurs, and he said there really isn't a whole lot that Duncan and them haven't seen, so you can't surprise them one way or another. Really, it comes down to us being as careful with the ball as they are and being efficient in our possessions. Sounds simple enough, gentlemen.
Thanks, Doris. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And for the Bulls, no Rose the whole time, and we had questions constantly being asked if he would return, but the team came together, Steve, and showed the Bulls aren't just a one-man show.
You know, they missed him, though, Kevin, and desperately. I thought they performed admirably, but they really needed him against the Heat. They were able to steal Game 1 in that Eastern Conference semifinal matchup, but without him, the Bulls just didn't have enough firepower to beat Miami.
Now, Breen, following the three-point attempt by Derrick Rose. Parker outside, back to Green, leaps for it, and out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
That's a poor possession. You just give away the ball with a sloppy pass.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Rose goes in, outside Butler. No good on the triple.
Seems like every year, guys, you look at Tony Parker and he's found something else to add to his game. He's always improved.
And Green gets it to go. Here's Rose. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Green with the ball. Butler covering. The double hand with Boozer. Green kicks to Parker. Off target from three-point range. Last season for Tony Parker, arguably his best ever. 20 points a game, almost 8 assists. 52% Steve from the field. There was even talk in mid-season about maybe MVP consideration.
Well, his ability to score inside around the rim is amazing, but he's also become a master of knocking down the jump shot from that 15 to 18-foot range. But really, this team has been built now around Parker. Their offensive strategy completely tailored to suit his talents.
Here is Parker, following the basket by Tim Duncan. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. It's Parker with the drive. Gets it to go.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here that they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Now here's Butler. Upside Rose. Shot to stop the run. And the basket good. Parker with it. Outside Leonard. The dish to Splitter. Parker outside. He kicks it to Duncan. No good. Boozer with the defensive effort. Bulls trail by 6. Right side Rose. Here's Butler. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Butler's got his first 3 points of the game.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce back. The Spurs have always been very mindful of resting key players during the regular season. Some of it has to do with the age of their players. Some of it is regarding talent because they knew they were a playoff team most years. And if you look at the research, there is something to be said for not playing guys when they're fatigued because injuries are more likely if you play tired.
Back to Rose. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Pass it to Butler. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Tries to save it. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And the Spurs with some changes. Matt Bonner, he's checked in for Split. Dial comes in for Tim Duncan. And Ginobili in for Kawhi Leonard. For 3, Heinrich. Then kicks to Heinrich. And again, no good by Chicago.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
And back to the Spurs and their strategy of resting their star players, not without some controversy. The NBA, as you may recall, fined the Spurs and Coach Popovich for sitting all their starting players for a nationally televised game back in November.
Well, it was their 4th game in 5 nights, and Pop wanted to rest some of their guys because of just the nature of their schedule. But I think the problem was he didn't give the league advance warning. In that game against Miami, when he rested those 3 players, he actually sent them home. And I think that was a little shot at the league. And that's why there was a problem, and that's why the Spurs and Popovich ended up getting fined.
And there's the feed to Dunlap. Outside Butler. Back to Heinrich. Hits the 3-point bomb. Heinrich's got himself going there in his first points of the game on the deep ball. San Antonio leading by 4. Parker kicks to Dial. He feeds it to Bellinelli. The pass to Dial. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now, here's Dial. He's covered by Deng. Here's Parker. The teardrop falls in. Parker's got his second basket of the night.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
Dunleavy's shot is off.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss. Well, the Red Rocket, as they call him, one of the best outside shooting big men that we've seen in this league the last few years. You cannot leave him open outside defensively.
Yeah, classic shooting 4-man. His game is to spot up at the 3-point line and wait for the open look.
Well, he's certainly not the biggest name or somebody that strikes fear into the heart of coaches, but Matt Bonner is more than serviceable and knows how to be a thorn in the side for the team. He just sits out on the perimeter, and when he's open, he knocks down 3.
Spurs leading by 5. Parker kicks to Bonner. Bellinelli feeds it to Ginobili. For the 3. And Luol Deng pulls it down. With 4 seconds on the clock, the shot is off.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. It's San Antonio up by 5. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
Coach Popovich was fined last season for sitting out his top players in a nationally televised matchup against the Heat. I certainly understand the league's posture there, and it was a lot said about it. Yet, for a veteran team like the Spurs with championship aspirations, I understand resting key players during the course of the regular season.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Gentlemen, last year, Greg Popovich received a $250,000 fine from the league for sitting out his starters in that game against Miami. They cracked down, but it wasn't the first time he rested his top players on a back-to-back. Pop explained the philosophy this way, saying, quote, "We're making a wiser decision and not a macho decision. It's about health and safety of players so that we have a shot at the end of the year. If I was taking my son or daughter to the game, I'd be disappointed. So I understand that perspective. Hopefully, they'll understand my perspective. My priority is the basketball team and what is best for it. Guys, it's always a balancing act."
It certainly is. Thank you, Doris. And back to that fine for Popovich, $250,000. That'll leave a dent.
Yeah, no doubt. But, Popovich enjoys tweaking the league at times. This was clearly an effort to do that. But, look, I think it's good for him to actually kind of let the league know every once in a while that if you're going to give us that kind of schedule with my older team, I'm going to sit them down once in a while.
Parker dishes to Bond. And it's good in the assist by Parker. Parker's got 4 assists in the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, just piling up points in the paint.
And again, no good by Chicago.
A dramatic improvement for the San Antonio Spurs defensively last season, guys. Coach Pop had suggested that they might have gotten too old to be an elite defensive team anymore, but that wasn't the case. I think he challenged them a little bit, and they raised the bar of their defensive performance.
And Dunleavy gets it to go in.
That's his first triple of the game. It was a dry first half for him from long range.
Heinrich against Parker. Bellinelli up top. Wide open. The rebound by Gibson. And Clark, you mentioned the defensive improvement of the Spurs. Going into last season, their stat gurus told them they needed to focus even more on contesting shots, even if that meant committing more fouls or drawing more offensive rebounds.
Well, that's exactly what they did, Kevin. They gave up a few more offensive rebounds, fouled slightly more than they had the prior season, but they were better in terms of shot blocks, steals, and they held their opponents to a lower field goal percentage. So a great example of getting an edge from advanced stats.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Splitters checked in for Matt Bonner. Duncan comes in for Boris Diaw. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Manu Ginobili. Chicago's got the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15.
Making a long pass like that is always a risky proposition.
And San Antonio has possession. Dishes it to Duncan. Working on Boozer. Outside, Green. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Well, there's plenty to like about him as a player, but one thing that really stands out is the quick trigger. He can catch the ball in space, defenders all over him, but in an instant, lets that shot go, and he is accurate.
And something else I think of with him is that three-point shot from the corner. I mean, that's his shot. We've certainly seen him drain a bunch of them.
Now Splitter. Leonard kicks to Duncan, and it's blocked. Back to Rose. Bulls moving the ball around, and that was good by Noah.
job of finding ways to boost his assist total and be more of a playmaker for his teammates. And he's done that each year he's been in the league.
Parker outside. Parker double teamed. Leonard on the wing. Splitter. Kicks to Parker. Draw the pick from Splitter. Shot clock at 5. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Splitter's got 4 points now in the quarter. Well, Clark, you mentioned Rowe's assist totals have climbed pretty steadily over the years, and Steve, I know you appreciate that. With all that he can do, he's always looking for others.
And I think that's what makes him so dangerous offensively, because he can create his own shot or for his teammates. You know, he may not be just a pure point guard, but it's not because of a lack of passing ability. He's a modern-day point guard who can do anything.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Guys, Kawhi Leonard, the Spurs' highest draft pick since Tim Duncan, and he has been a starter from his first game in the NBA. Coach Popovich says he's really a special player at both ends of the court, and what makes me so confident about him is that he wants it so badly. He comes early, he stays late, and he's coachable. I think he's going to be a star and the face of the Spurs. Big praise from a coach not known for hyperbole, guys.
Well, Doris, it's hard to put a ceiling on him. He does have star potential. Splitter passes to Parker. A finger roll finish at the bucket. Parker's got 6.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll. And that was pretty. That was just a nice looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. Great awareness and terrific finish.
Knocked away. Stolen by Boozer. For the finish. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Parker.
What a game for Rose. He has 11 points. He's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Yeah, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
And it's tied up with that one.
You know, one of the things that's really hard to do in the NBA, it's actually one of the hardest things to do in the NBA, is to stay in front of Derrick Rose. I mean, it's not just his burst of speed or his quick first step, but he's got one of the meanest, nastiest, filthiest crossovers in the entire league. And then you add his strength and explosiveness in the air to that, that's lethal.
Green kicks to Leonard. He dishes it to Parker. Another one falls for San Antonio. Here's Rose. No good. And we're through 2 here in a good one. Spurs lead by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third.
Now, presented by Sprint. And it's time for the Sprint halftime report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Hey, people had no idea, guys, how the Bulls were going to do last season dealing with the Rose injury, but they showed very quickly that they're going to be a team in the hunt, and they were still going to be hard to beat at home.
Here's the teardrop, and the layup is up and in. Rose has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Bulls. Green with the ball. Butler covering. Outside, Green. Parker, right side. At the teardrop. Yang grabs the miss. Kang's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And back to the Bulls at the United Center. Clark was just mentioning 24-17 here in this building a year ago. And even though, Steve, they didn't have a lot of high-flying highlights here, they knew how to close out games.
Well, they defend, and that's the main thing. If you want to finish and close out games, you have to be able to defend and rebound. And that's what Tom Thibodeau's teams are always all about, and this year is no exception.
Boozer dishes to Noah. Pass the Butler. The offensive rebound.
Well, he actually did a nice job there reading how that shot was going to come off the rim. Perfect. I mean, that can make up for any height disadvantage.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call, that trick.
On defense, Chicago haven't given up any points here in the second half. Leonard kicks to Splitter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Splitter's got 8.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
Rose kicks to Boozer. The kick outside to Butler. And he's good on the 3 ball. He's got 9.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Parker against Rose. And it's blocked by Dang.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going.
And Butler gets it to go.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Parker passes to Duncan. There's the dish to Green. Butler with the block.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
There's Rose with the 3. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. A different look now for San Antonio. That Bonner comes in for Splitter. And Boris Diaw is subbed for Tim Duncan. Here's Bellinelli. He's covered by Rose. Poked away. It's stolen by Rose. The kick outside to Butler. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. Just basically walked out of bounds.
Tony Parker is checked in for San Antonio. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to Bellinelli. That one a little long.
Taj Gibson out of USC is one of the top defenders in the league, guys, when you're looking at big men. Obviously, he's got the frame, long arm, moves his feet well. He can bang inside, and he's agile enough to cover and pick and roll away from the basket.
San Antonio calls timeout. And Gibson with that 7'4" wingspan, excellent shot block.
Well, I love the mobility that Clark mentioned. It allows Gibson to cover in space. Excellent pick and roll defender, and big enough to go down and guard postman down on the block as well.
Chicago making a switch here. Boozer's checked in. Diaw dishes the Parker. He passes to Ginobili. 6 to shoot. And that time, also a missed shot. He kicks to Boozer. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Rose with another miss. Spurs trailed by 7.
Everybody regards Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau as a defensive mastermind, and the numbers back it up again. The Bulls were near the top in every major defensive category. Protected the paint, limited fast breaks, and made sure to challenge any shot that went up.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
And Gibson kicks to Rose. 1:51 left in the third. Stolen. Now here's Parker. 8 points for him. Pass to Bellinelli. Now the feed to Ginobili. Again the miss by Ginobili. And the Bulls, Steve, 5th in defensive efficiency last season.
And Thibodeau, knowing him, he's probably unhappy with that ranking. This team is so disciplined, hardworking. They always have a chance to be the best defense in the league.
San Antonio making a switch here. Splitter's checked in. Levy kicks to Rose. And again, no good by Chicago.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Amano Ginobili again. Ginobili's got his third basket of the night.
You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity and then boom, right to the rack.
And there's the pass to Bellinelli. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Parker drives in. Bellinelli. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 6 assists here tonight.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
He feeds it to Dunley. Back to Rose. That's the 3-fly. And good on the basket. Rose has got 8 here in the quarter.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Feeds to Parker. From 10 feet out. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. Splitter's got 10 points.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
Bulls shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. He misses the free throw. Chicago making a switch here. Good on the second free throw. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Bellinelli passes to Diaw. Parker outside. Down low. Here's Splitter. Great defense that time from Noah. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
The other thing that jumps out to me is just the big number of assists they've had. The offensive efficiency has been a major factor.
Outside, Ginobili, and that one's good. Ginobili's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for San Antonio.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
Heinrich from outside. Another shot. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Boris Diaw.
You know, a big part of why the Spurs were so good last season, guys, was that they were able to finish games strong. You think a group of vets might run out of gas, but the opposite was true with this group. They turned it up down the stretch and were one of the most productive teams in the league in terms of fourth quarter points.
Well, Clark, a big part of why the Spurs were so good last year in the fourth was because they had so many options when possessions, Steve, start getting critical and the game is tight.
Well, no question. You got Parker to create off the dribble. You can always throw it into the low post to Duncan. But on top of that, you've got a roster full of guys who understand how to play the game and know how to play each other. Just the experience that this group has gained together over the years, I think allows them to execute under pressure.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And they've really done a nice job on the glass, too. A lot of second-chance points here tonight.
San Antonio's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That's his first foul. Derrick Rose is checked in for Kirk Heinrich. Leonard attacking, and the rebound goes to Boozer. Boozer's got his third rebound tonight. On its way from Rose for 2, and again, no good by Chicago. Fires for 3. Rose with another miss. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter start. And that's on about San Antonio will retain possession. Here's Duncan. Dishes it to Parker. With the floater. Noah with the block.
Well, he's come out a bit chilly here in the second half. Not nearly as effective as he was in the first.
Butler kicks to Rose. Back to Butler. San Antonio with the rebound. Duncan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Carlos Boozer gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Luol Deng is checked in for Chicago. Parker kicks to Splitter. Shot's good.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
They sure are. You got to come up with something. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting ridiculous.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. Because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Parker with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. Boozer dishes to Butler. Shot to end this full run. The long distance three is good. Butler's got 9 points now in just the second half.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. His message, don't even look at the score right now. We've got to make one play at a time and execute. That's how we take this thing home. Kevin, he's trying to keep them focused.
Rose attacking Butler. He's covered by Leonard. Deng passes to Butler. And he banks in the layup. 24 points for Derrick Rose.
Well, he's established himself as one of the league's premier clutch performers. With some unbelievable plays down the stretch of a tight ball game.
One of his other qualities, Steve, is how quickly he starts to break. I mean, he doesn't need numbers either. He can be a coast-to-coast, rack-to-rack guy all by himself.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul.
And the next foul will put them over the limit and in the bonus.
A chance to get some easy points at the line here, so it makes sense to be aggressive.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. We're off the pick from Splitter. Parker kicks to Splitter. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 8th assist in the game. Chicago has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
What determination. There was a lot of competition for that rebound, and he came away with it.
Free throw good by Parker. And Parker drops them both.
You can't say enough about his composure in big moments. He's as cool as they come, guys.
Back to Rose. Kicks it to Noah. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Deng. He's covered by Leonard. He dishes it to Rose. Pass to Deng. Shot clock at 6. That's good. Time called here. The scorers decide to talk over. And the like of Derrick Rose is coming this one.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
And the Spurs with possession. It's Parker with the drive.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 put him in a rough, tough spot. It's been a good one for Parker. He has 11 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
Well, he's got this team in such a good groove right now. The way he's moving the ball and passing, getting everybody involved, they're in a great flow.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
Great composure at the line. A lot of pressure on those free throws, but he stepped up and buried them.
Deng goes in. Unloads from 9. Lands soft on the further end and drops. Deng's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, never listen to that.
That shot was in a him up. He's again. Duncan with the bucket. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Parker again throws. Can't get it to go.
Nothing's going right for him right now. He's kind of lost it here in the court.
The dish to Dang. And again, no good by Chicago. Spurs have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Parker kicks the joke.
It's full. So hard to stop Ginobili right now.
The Bulls shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. Offense not doing their best work of late. And he is broken to within 2 points.
Huge point. That's beyond huge, Steve. I mean, they needed that bucket. Desperate.
Parker kicks to Ginobili. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Back to Parker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Rose. And here we go. The Bulls come straight. Here's Dang. Buries the triple.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Here is Parker. Puts it up off the inbound. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. Look, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with the margin.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Hart. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan...
Guys, I just won by 1 point. What the heck? I literally just won by 1 point. That was crazy. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Oh my god, that was crazy. Did I really do that? Oh, dang. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed.
It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault you came in looking like that. You just made me trip.